Okay, so I got the carb off my Jubilee here. I'm gonna open it up and go ahead and do a little rebuild here. I got this kit off of Steiner here, and I also got, where is it? A new float here too, because I do believe my float is sticking, or it has a hole in it or something. Because if you leave the fuel on, the float doesn't shut the fuel off like it's supposed to, and it leaks out and it drains up into the air filter and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead here and take a look at this, see if we can figure this out. Smells like stale fuel. It's pretty clean. There's some gunk in there actually. There's some metal shavings in there. That can't be good. I'll just go dispose of that. It does come with a little instruction sheet too here. So this in here I believe is the nozzle. Not sure if this has a new one in it or not, but it might have the little gaskets and stuff that goes on there. Just pull this out. The little nozzle there, and there is a little gasket that goes on there. I'll just go blow this out with air. Okay, let's see if there's a gasket in here. 25. Gasket main nozzle. Which one are you? Is that you right there? There's the new one. Let's put this. Actually, I'll go blow out that where the fuel nozzle goes out to, or into. Okay, so I got the top piece off of here of the carb, and that jet is out. So when I took this apart, I took this little jet out too, and the needle, and it was actually missing, it looks like. There's like a little wire piece in this kit that goes on top or something. It was actually missing that, so I wondered that was probably the issue I've had here. Let's take a look at that. There's a new needle in here too. Just this piece right here. Just missing that in my carb, so I wonder if that was the issue. I don't know how it goes in there. And I'm gonna probably run the new float that I got, so we'll see if that solves some issues here. I can put this, reuse this jet. Give everything a good blowout. Put the seat in. tighten this down nice and snug. I just used a scraper to do that. I don't have a screwdriver big enough for that. Just like that. And now, looking at this, so the needle drops in there like that. I don't know if you can see that. Needle drops in there. I don't know how this wire thing sits in there. Gotta figure that out. Okay, from what I've seen, it looks like it's some weird kind of thing going on here. So you slide this onto the float, and then you gotta hook this onto the needle. I don't know how I'm gonna get this in there. Just sits there on that, and you put it down in there like that. Now I gotta slide my pin in there. I think I'm missing something here, but yeah, so that lifts up and down and that needle moves up and down. So I was missing that. So how is this even working? That makes sense why it wasn't working then, if I was missing that. Okay, so it looks like I jumped the gun a little bit here. I forgot to put my gasket on, so we'll get this out. My gasket and venturi has to go on first. Just like that. So the gasket holds the venturi on there. As you can see, the small side goes in, just like that. And now I'll carefully grab, oh, I dropped it. Get this needle into the seat. Put the pin through again. Just like that. Alright. It looks like I'm all done kind of semi-rebuilding this carb. I didn't obviously do the shafts and stuff because I know all that works. I was just having trouble with gas flow, fuel flow, and my problem was right there. I wasn't, or this carb did not have that little clip, so it wasn't pulling up on that needle as it was supposed to, so obviously it's not going to run right. So now I think, I'm pretty sure, I can go ahead and put these two halves together. Okay, so I got another thing wrong here. It's actually the fat side of this venturi that goes down into it in the bottom. I couldn't get it together, the two pieces, and they were binding up. I was like, what is going on? But it's actually the small side you want up, because it has to mate into this here. Just like that. Now it fits. Okay. Back to reassembly again. Alright, now we can go ahead and reinstall, I think it's the main jet and the idle mixture screw, if I am not mistaken. Okay, so I got the main needle here. So I just did put a new gasket on the end of there. And you're supposed to screw this down all the way until it bottoms out like that. And then a base setting apparently is 2 turns out. So that's 1 and 2. And then for the idle needle, it doesn't look like there's any gasket for that, but you do the same thing on this, except you only back it out 1 turn after you've bottomed it out in there. So that's bottomed out. And that's 1 turn out. Okay, so I'm pretty much somewhat rebuilt my carb now, or fixed it anyway. And I'll put another new gasket on there to go into the manifold. And I'll go reinstall it. Here we are back at the tractor. So I'm gonna hook up my linkages first since they're easier to get to right now. Simple to hook up. There we go. And then we'll go up onto the manifold. And these are kind of tricky to get these nuts on. Can just about get my fingers between there. Oh, I gotta back this one off so I can get the other one in there. Come on. There we go. And now it's a 1/2 inch wrench and snug these up. Get this fuel line put in too, because it's dripping everywhere. My fuel line is a 7/16. Okay guys, there's another thing done on the Jubilee. Carb is rebuilt and I'll give it a test run here soon. See if that resolved my flooding issue anyway. Fuel leaking out everywhere because there was no clip or holder or whatever the how it's called. It holds the needle there and moves with the float, so it's going to regulate your fuel, I'm guessing. And it was missing that for God knows how long. Anyway, yeah, that'll be it for this video. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.